is Clarice Lam. I'm the chef and founder of the Baking Bean in New York City, and I'm going to show you how to blind bake a pastry crust. So I have here a square-inch tart pan. This is 9-inch by 9-inch square, and I'm just going to prep it by rubbing some butter all over the place so that your dough will not get stuck to anything. I'm going to now flour my surface and get ready for me to roll out my dough. So I have some dough that I've made earlier, and it's been chilling for about half an hour. I'm just going to unwrap it, put it on my surface. Then I'm going to take my rolling pin and make sure that my rolling pin is well floured as well as the top of this guy. And we're just going to start rolling. I always like to roll from the center, push it out, go back to the center, and bring it in. And then I'm going to turn. I know this is a square, so I just turn it 90 degrees, center out, center in, until I have the correct size. And you want this to be about 1/8 of an inch in thickness. And it's starting to stick to my rolling pin a little bit. All I'm going to do is just flour the surface some more and flour my rolling pin and keep rolling. And make sure you always want to rotate so you get an even layer. And one more little roll and we're ready to go. All right, that looks good. In order for me to transfer it, I'm just going to fold this into quarters. You can do the same thing if you have a circular tart pan. Do the same thing, or you can roll it up onto your rolling pin. So now you have the dough, and obviously where the center of the dough is going to go where the center of the pan is. So I'm going to just guess that by eyeball, like that. Then I'm going to unfold it very gently, and unfold this very gently. Okay. You want to not stretch the dough. If you stretch the dough, it's going to shrink back on you and your tart's going to look all sorts of deformed. So you want to like lay it in there. And if you have parts that are like missing dough, that's fine. You can take whatever excess you have and cut and paste. I'm going to take my rolling pin to help me cut away the excess dough. All of this is going to come off. Help get this off. Now, as you can see, there are some corners where I'm missing some dough, like right here. I have some parchment paper here that we're going to use to line the inside of this tart pan. So all I'm going to do is carefully lay this parchment into the tart shell. Now I've lined the tart pan with this parchment paper, and I'm going to pour some baking beans in there. You can use just any kind of beans. I've got here like some black beans. It's cheap, and you can use them over and over and over again. So I'm just going to pour my beans into the tart shell, and what this is going to do is it's going to weigh it down. So the whole purpose of blind baking something is when you want to bake the pie crust or the tart shell, because you're going to put some kind of raw or cold products that doesn't need to be baked on top of that, like a mousse or some kind of curd or ice cream or whatever it is. The baking beans are going to help weigh the dough down, because once it goes in the oven, the moisture from the butter is going to create little steam pockets in your dough, and it's going to make it rise. And what the beans are going to do is help it stay weighed down so that you still have a nice flat pie or tart bottom. All right, so now I'm going to put my prepared tart shell with the baking beans and the parchment paper into the oven at 350 degrees. We're going to bake this for about 12 minutes. Then we're going to remove the parchment and the beans, and then we're going to continue to bake it for another 5 minutes. So this has been about 12 minutes in the oven, and right now I'm going to take the parchment and the beans out very carefully. We just need to continue to cook it so that we can brown it some more. So this is going to go back into the oven for another 5 minutes. All right, I'm just covering this guy up with fruit, making it our blind baked tart shell nice and pretty. So I've got some blueberries too. We'll just scatter these around the middle. A little bit here, a little bit there. All right, I'm leaving a little bit of space so I can put some more strawberries in the middle. Look at that going right in the center. This is how to blind bake a pastry shell. My name is Clarice Lam from the Baking Bean in New York City, and happy munching! Nom 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 nom.